Moscato over here.
Yes, same partner, the Moscato. Happy Thursday and happy. We are late because we've been busy between the wedding and you traveling the
Yeah.
world. But everybody, I have to announce to you guys that don't know that on February 13th, FMI and I hit 7 years on VPR Radio with our partnership. So that's a beautiful thing. We want to celebrate. We're also celebrating our lovely guest birthday, Dakari, who had her birthday yesterday. So this is going to be a great show. If you've been to our studio, you already know how we do. Taking it back to the regular regs.
Yes. We are locked in on a Thursday, not any Thursday, a beautiful Thursday with Kiana the Goddess and DJ FMI. You see, I speak about myself in the third person because I am watching the show here with you live, guys. You know, that's how I'm feeling today. I'm participating in the show live with you guys. So I want to see you share the live stream, share, like, subscribe, because we've been providing so much content on the DJ FMI channel and the VPR channel. New subscribers have been coming in. People have been pouring in for the interviews. Just to kick off the stream correctly, just to kick off the live correctly, I do want to bring a few changes to the VPR YouTube. So we just caught wind of most of our videos going to the live. That's why you guys have not been seeing all of the videos. So we're going to be posting some of our best content on the YouTube that we've recorded on the live. So you guys, for the people on YouTube, can actually have a chance to see it. Shout out to everybody in the stream right now. Let me see if I could get that that Instagram up here going. So how are you feeling, Kiana?
I'm feeling great, partner. You know how it is when I come back on VPR and my son got hitched. He went to Jamaica. It was an amazing.
Got hitched. Hold on. Let's talk about it. You see, we can't gloss over the fact. I don't know where you from. I'm Belizean, all right? So in Belize, we don't even get married, VPR. What we do is we call you our old gal. And so, you know, I'm going to teach you some Belizean lingo today. If y'all like the shades, go check them out. You know what I mean? It's over here on the street. I'm getting ready to put up the live. But in Belize, we don't get married per se.
Okay.
We give you the title of old gal, meaning that's like the highest title you could get in Belize pertaining to marriage. Okay. You know what I mean? We might give you a party, you get what I'm saying, and give you that old gal title.
But does the party mean like, okay, we're committed for life, you're mine?
Yeah, in Belize, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Not you could, it's marriage is still there. Don't get it. Don't let me not make my country look bad.
But most of the listen, there's a lot of European countries that do that too. They'll be in like what we would call what is that? I forget that kind of marriage where you're together for common law. Okay. They do the same thing. A lot of them don't get married, and in countries like Iceland, Greenland, I learned that they're just in long-term committed relationships, and they just don't get married.
That's they do it over here in the U.S. too.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of different types of relationships here in the U.S.
You know what I mean? I ain't judging VPR. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? As we get this live going. About to hit that go live on VPR and hit that go live on because I do want to get these people tapped in as well.
We got to do our cheers, partner.
Yeah. So guys, let me bring it back since we're here on the live. Since we're here on the live and we're doing it correct, Kiana. Since we got the Instagram going.
Yes.
So we are celebrating. What's going on, Schmacky? I'm gonna raise my glass. Yo,
raise that glass, bro.
Spade in the studio right now.
Get in here for this toast, bro.
We Spade in the studio
soon enough.
He grabbed. You know what I mean? He's joining us. Hey, what's going on, Schmacky? We are toasting to 7 years of beautiful teamwork. We have been able to speak freely and come to a meeting of the minds on most of these episodes, and I'm just so happy to have you as my partner, Kiana the Goddess. Shout out to everybody tuning in on the live. We're celebrating 7 years. Grab your champagne if you're on the live. What's going on, Not in World Live? What's going on, Schmacky? I'm gonna check each live. I'm saying good morning, Voicey and Wow. What's going on, Imperial Music Group? I was in Texas. I ain't link you, bro. Cheers, but you're gonna get up. You're gonna get Gemini flag. What's going on? We are cheers in South by Southwest. Congratulations on the 7 years. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm gonna bring up the live in a few. So
cheers.
Raise your cups. Raise your cups.
Raise your glass.
Raise your glass. Raise your glass. Yeah.
To our continued ownership, our trademark, all the things, partner, and a better partnership than most marriages.
Oh man, the truth cannot be hidden VPR. Honestly, it's been a pleasure working with Kiana. Not a lot of times you can meet someone where you can agree on most things, and it's not about that all the time. It's more of a just actually, she takes the time out to fully absorb the content that we bring up here, even though she doesn't agree upon it, and we find some way to meet in the middle. And that for me is always going to be enough. She cares. She loves VPR as much as I do. And she asked me to join her, 7 years ago, I would say. Here.
You joined without hesitation, partner. That meant so much to me. I know we had established a relationship, a good, solid working relationship. But like I said, your dedication, my dedication to have someone that meets that is like crazy. You have your lane, I have my lane. We work, we come together, we're synergized, we have our own businesses, but VPR is always our lane, and we do it how we want to do it. And I think that's what I love, especially about our platform, is that we have creative control. No one's telling us what to do. And now that we're remote, we bring on people from all over. So it's just such an openness, and we're different than everybody else, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, and we've kept up the content. We've kept up like the I would say the level of interviews, and that has meant a lot to me because you subscribers have come with us on this trip. Yep. I just had to take off the headphones. They're super weird, but yeah. So the subscribers, you've come with us on this trip. You've adapted with the content. You've watched the interviews that we've had with the world heavyweight champion, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Yep. You've watched the interviews that we've had with Cassidy. You've watched the interviews that we had, I can't remember, Jeezy Stylist,
oh yeah. Why can't I think of it right now either? Gosh.
We've came from Biggie's basement. We've had anchors from major networks that have watched us and said they loved our content. We've had T Money.
Absolutely. We've had news anchors like Michael Lyle Jr., right?
Michael Lyle Jr. What's going on, Rockstar Rica? We tuned in here live. We celebrating 7 years, our anniversary. Yep. Cheers, raise your cup, roll something up, and say something in the live. Cheers. Come on, man. We hear you guys have came with us on this trip, and we will continue to bring you the best interviews here. You know what I mean? The culture, and the hottest music, man. I've been updating the playlist, and I've been running around touring. And if you've been in Maserado, I got so much coming up. We back in Texas for South by Southwest VPR. Okay. I got the VPR exclusive interviews, DJ FMI, that I'm gonna bring up here because we already ran it up to like 500 or 300 views. That's how much you guys have been running it up on the YouTube. We have run up plus 60 on our channel, okay? And subscribers. Understand that. We are at like 300, and I know VPR is still getting up there also in 150, 156, and it's still going up daily.
I love it. And we appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. We have viewers from across the globe. When I look at our data and I see how vast our audience is, it's really great, right? Because we're both from New York City and centralized a lot in New York, but that's not even the half of our community. And I think that that's wonderful because it really shows how expansive we've become. Thank you so much, Mackie. Frenchie, what's going on? You
know what I mean? Like with our interviews, we've interviewed Shy, Method Man's daughter, like so much content we brought to you. Weather Park, these interviews are up live. You know what I'm saying? Ricky, I appreciate you. Facts, more life and success. I've seen you on the live. You're doing it. You're running it up in Jersey. You're running it up in PA. I mean, Philly. So you guys have been with us just through this journey, and it's been a journey. We went from in studio.
Marcus Divine, Beth.
Marcus Divine, yeah. Like
we're about to have Gina Thompson on next month. I mean, like the list just goes on. And on JD Mass, I mean,
when you have people, the advocates here that actually push change and sit there and face their privilege, and you can have that live here in front of a live audience. Yep. It doesn't get more realer than that. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We live in a lot of places. I ain't gonna forget about you, VPR's live. Love it. So Imperial, we're gonna be right back out there in South by Southwest March. So I know East Nassau, we was tapped in, DJ Shawnee. There's so many people out there I met on the way that showed us so much love out there, and VPR will be doing a lot of exclusive content. We've been touching the ground, Kiana.
I know that's right. You definitely got to link up with Joseph when you get out there. He's got so much shaking out in San Antonio.
I texted him and we was chopping it up. I couldn't find time, but we had all the artists there. And between us, like hitting the shows, them having their live performances that they were shooting. Shout out to We Are the Aliens. They're from Texas. They got a podcast out and they shooting live performances. We tapped in when we go there, man. They showed us hella love on tour.
Love it.
Yeah, VPR, man. We worldwide with this.
And can I just say, I love how Shy's hat matches our whole background and our VPR brand. Like,
yeah, I loved it. That was an amazing interview. Hold on. Oh, we got Spade here in studio. He's doing the pinkies up and the chairs again.
Okay.
He's doing the live chairs again.
And Dakari came in here with a mug. I want to see where her champagne glass is at because
I gave it
2025.
Maybe there's a little something different in that cup. Okay. Yeah.
He said we doing a cheers to making it to 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So happy to be here doing this with you, partner. Thursday is my happy place for sure. Spade, we have been along the entire ride, and like shout out to you because both of y'all are just so infinitely talented, and I just can't wait to see like watching the growth of you, of him, and just I can't wait to see, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now. It's just it's gonna be more pinkies up on the
and I'm gonna drop the little bug in y'all ear because all the artists be tuned in and they be asking FMI where you at next. People be like, yo, we need you to DJ in the city, shut up the event. So here are some of the tour dates, man. We hitting before we gonna head back out to Texas, and then that's in the early March, the 15th, the 13th. But we head into Atlanta next, okay? The date's already posted. After that, we hitting New Orleans, all right? Ooh. And then y'all have to have y'all passports ready because in February, I have a few things over the pond that I'm taking care of. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And that's not even April. Shout out to Poison. She been on tour doing her thing.
Poison in the UK.
So April 4th, I'm gonna be on tour with Poison. I got a 7-city tour, so Miami, New York, April 4th. I'm gonna post the dates. There's a lot of dates up there. We're gonna be on tour with Shorty. So
okay. A lot of dates, yo. I'm loving it.
Shout out Chi-Town, man. That young woman's doing her thing, and she's making her way in this industry, doing her thing at Warner, over at YMVS, YMG, Def Jam. So
love it.
Hey, it's big love. Shout out to Shampoo too. You know how we giving it up.
Oh, always. Much love to Shampoo. Big time. I see the birthday queen has pulled up. We definitely going to have to pull out the glass again because, like I said, not only are we celebrating 7 years on
the glass again, bro.
Celebrate the birthday.
We celebrating the birthday people in the chat. Instagram. Show Dakari some love. We celebrating her birthday. DJ Emberry, Smacky. Show the birthday girl some love.
You, I want to wish you so much more success. You have such a beautiful spirit, not just a beautiful voice, you know, beautiful on the outside, but you are truly a beautiful human being. And we want to celebrate you and send you so much love. So cheers to you, Dakari.
Thank you.
Here's Dakari.
I appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on, DL?
Seriously, you guys are always showing me so much love, showing my brand, showing urban love, band love. It's you know, it's personal. It's not business. It's personal, you know?
Yep.
So really appreciate that. I had to run and go get this. I didn't get the champagne. I didn't have time. That's what I wanted to do with the promotion, but I got something else.
Okay.
You came equipped, and that's all that matters.
Right. That's it.
Right now, I just want you to know, Dakari, before we catch up to where you've been, I want you to know that we have the UK on the tune in, all around the world, the US, but particularly the UK, and they're here today watching you, and I can't wait for them to get to know you. This is their first time watching you on the channel and on all the live. So, Dakari, how is your Thursday? How are you feeling?
How's my Thursday? How am I feeling? Well, I am feeling blessed. Okay. I am seeing another year. I kind of was trying to grapple with this one a little bit, like, though, because there's something about this year that's different than any other year. It's not technically a milestone, but it feels like a milestone. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I'm just embracing it. I'm embracing layers. So that's where I am this Thursday.
Understood. Well, we're happy to have you here. I think birthdays, holidays, they can always be a little like, right? They even talk about like the birthday blues. So it happens. But I do want to say every year, the year on this earth is a milestone. So I want to say that to you.
That part.
You know, and you have so much going on. So I definitely want to delve into Mercury Rising, which is the EP that you just dropped. But I also want to discuss, because you're so multifaceted, you're a podcast host, right? You're a mom, Okay.
Yes.
You're a businesswoman. You're a partner with Ben as the editor-in-chief of Urban Magazine. And then you're this beautiful singer songwriter. So there's so many different components. And I would really like to, especially for our audience that is not familiar with you yet, dive into each piece that is Dakari.
Woo! We got enough time for that.
Unveil.
In VPR, we got time. We roll out with it. We got time, Dakari.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, the most important job that I have, I'm sure you understand, Kiana, is that I am a mom. And she has grown me up in ways that no one else or nothing else could ever, couldn't even close to. So there's that. And that's the most important job. And, just trying to be a mom, mix that in with all the other creative parts of myself, right? And through growing and evolving as a parent, I bring that over to my craft. It definitely changes the dialogue and the narrative when I talk to people, and I love talking to people, which is the bigger picture, which is Urban Magazine. Like we love talking to people, digging deep, getting their stories, being inspired. It keeps the inspiration going, because we're not supposed to keep this energy inside of us. We're supposed to be sharing this energy. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be reflections of each other. So, working on the bigger picture, as you both know, it started back in 2017 just because it was supposed to be fun. And it's turned into a platform where I have the opportunity to talk to amazing people whenever I have the opportunity. I mean, whenever I have the time, because my schedule is so full, but blessed with those opportunities. I just talked to Shaniqua Shonday from Harlem. I talked to Gail Bean. I talked to an amazing producer named Saya Savvy. And I mean, the list goes on. And I'm about to do an interview. It's for Urban, but next month, I can't drop the name. Y'all know how it go. So
Right.
But it's going to be a face-to-face. It's not going to be a Zoom. So another blessing, get to go to the studio and have this chat and chop it up with a very well-known individual. And when you see who it is, very well-known TV show, you're going to see who it is.
Okay. I'm not shocked. I saw, what was it, a couple of months ago, you were interviewing Vivica A. Fox, right? So listen,
when they hit me up, when Peacock contacted me and said that they wanted me to do an interview because she had a new project that was coming out, it was in January, I immediately thought of the women's issue, which, I started and I curate for Urban Magazine. So, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Ben, we have to get her for the women's issue. You think they're going to bite? He was like, why not? Give it a shot. So I went back and forth with them. And that was just a blessing. Her energy it's so big. She's so vivacious. And she has poured so much into the culture. And I am just blessed to be even just a small part of her story. Really. So
I agree. I mean, and she's been doing it forever, right? And really, she has set the tone for a lot of the younger Black actresses that we see now, right? Yeah. She was creating lanes for herself when you weren't seeing Black women in movies. What was that? The name of that movie? It was like something about the game. Remember that?
Oh, it's Two Can Play That Game, I think it's called.
Play That Game. Yes, that was the one. That was a game changer because it was all Black successful, types, and an archetype that we don't usually see our people portrayed as. And I would say Boomerang was another of those films that really changed the bar and set a tone, right, for our generation.
Boomerang. That's my heart right there. I love that movie.
Right? Absolutely. And that's where we were being portrayed as we needed to be portrayed, right? Coming to America, all of those things. But these were game changers. Changers.
Yes, they really were. And, and it's beautiful to see what people like Lena Waithe, they're creating so many pieces of work, bodies of work, movies, TV shows. I mean, it's nowhere near the way. I mean, before it was kind of like you were just excited to see us. You know what I mean? But now it's like we have this huge, we're taking up so much space. And it's just such a beautiful progression,
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when, and having a podcast, having a digital platform like Urban, we are able to highlight those voices And we were able to kind of like continue to perpetuate, this energy so that, more people are inspired and sign on to be their best selves.
Honestly, and if you don't be seeing the content that Urban be posting and the way he be popping, all right, you know how they say they got like rage bait? He was doing rage bait before rage bait, but he always had an underlining meaning, and that is why I can sit there and interact with the content, because you see it all the time. But like when you have somebody like Urban that really loves what they do, and you guys collectively love what you guys do, so it's coming from a place of that, and I think hip hop is always going to be in a good place, and put on the forefront with positive content, and that's what I'm here for.
Agreed. And Urban, I've always respected the magazine so much because I feel the similarities between the synergy in you and Ben and myself and FMI, and the structure in the way that you approach things. You guys are both knowledgeable, you're valuable in your industries, right? A lot of people can say, hey, let's make something. We see a lot of podcasts, we see a lot of online magazines. It doesn't mean that there is any depth to the content. Are you learning anything? Right? It's crafted in such a knowledgeable and profound way. So you're teaching, you're highlighting, right? You're celebrating our Blackness at a grand level. And that's every single issue. So, I mean, you'll always have our support.
It's about discernment and integrity, right? And just because you have a microphone doesn't mean that
pop your shit. It's your birthday. Pop your shit. Don't hold back. I got time if you got time. I'll sip if you sipping.
Right, she's trying to keep it cute.
Hey, Instagram, tell her pop her shit on all the lives. Pop her shit.
It's just because you have a microphone doesn't mean you should have a platform. Doesn't mean that you should really be contributing to the culture. So I am grateful that Ben and I have been able to pull in an audience, right? And be consistent and just, again, feed the culture, give back, and keep inspiring people, because I don't know about y'all, but I've been kind of like the social media, like my feed, I'm just trying to clean it up because there's a lot of
hide people, Dakari.
What happened? You hide people?
I hide people and mute their accounts.
I remute that, restrict.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I do. I do it all the time. I'm protecting my peace. It's cool.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes I miss people though, because there are things that get, taken out of that algorithm that I'm a little disappointed about. But
it's cool. You make better content anyway. Let's go. We know this, man.
but yeah, there's a lot of BS out here, and it's just, we can't keep romanticizing certain parts of the struggle, because it's not doing us any good. Like attracts like. We need to go up. We need to keep going up.
Hey, Dakari, how much time can you scroll on social media on the Shade Room and you see another relationship post that divides young Black men? And I don't. That's why I unfollow. But how much times have we seen that?
Right.
And then we seen the divide, and they're painting the dysfunction like you spoke about.
Yes.
And romanticizing it, and it's just like, and that's what the younger kids are growing up with. Like they're from like 9, 8.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm seeing 11-year-olds sing about promethazine, and at first it's funny, but then you have to think about what it does for the culture, because they're thinking about promethazine now. Their friends are learning about it on TikTok, and that so it's a slippery slope. And with Urban, you won't see that content. With VPR, you won't see that content. Exactly. And if we look back on the legacy acts that did like Complex and different magazines, where are they now?
Right.
They haven't translated what we've done on the internet. They laughed at us to the point where they're trying to join us and catch up and grab our subscribers or our base now. So, it all catches up.
Well, you know what? It's about again. It's about character. It's about getting back what you put out. And I mean, there are so many things. I was actually just having this discussion the other day about. Again, we talk about romanticizing. We talk about the struggles. Like, I have a very, very dear friend that her child is going through something that, he might have to sit down for a while. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. So with him having to sit down for a while, he made a decision that is like, that's not even his background. It's not even his life. But because of the things that he sees in music and within the culture, he thinks that he has to emulate that in order to do, you know what I mean? To make a difference or to be seen or matter. And I blame it on the record labels because they have perpetuated this visual of our culture in a negative way. And it's like, it went from hip hop.
They make money from it.
I know.
So if they won't stop it. They pay the lawyers if it makes sense for them to get out and be profitable. They make money when they die. Proceed.
And that's the reason why it's amazing that we have these independent artists coming out, because we are doing, as an artist, we don't have to listen to anybody. We don't have that man in our head or behind us telling us what we need to do, what our image needs to be like. We could be whatever we want to be. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of like all these platforms and distributors, like United Masters. And, we can put our own stuff out now. We don't need to, I mean, we're small still, but we're growing. I think like the indie section, we're growing and we're making a difference, and we're in pockets, and we need to just continue to do that and not feed this perpetual romantic, this relationship that we have with poverty and this romantic relationship we have with selling drugs or, out here being self-empowered and being a woman that's sexually empowered, that's fine. That's beautiful. But you still need to be able to respect yourself. You got to ask yourself the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? That's a totally different story though.
Dakari. So before we get to the other story, can you tell me the story about, I see you got a song here and it says, I guess it wasn't love, before I bring it to the new album.
I remember this.
What's the story about that? Because I want to introduce that to the listeners. We've been talking a lot about, authenticity in the content and beauty, love, and romance. Yes. Can you open up on this record?
I guess it wasn't love. And there's a book, my poetry book, I guess it wasn't love. It's something that I feel like a lot of us go through, but on a personal level, it was something that I kept hitting my head against, where I am having relationships and I'm going through the motions of falling in love or being in love. And it was like, I guess, well, that didn't work out. I guess that wasn't it either. And it makes you learn about yourself. It makes you learn about the toxicities, the personal toxicities, why we accept certain things in relationships that, we just need to let go of, you know what I mean? But we keep doing it. Oh, I guess it wasn't love that time. Well, I guess it wasn't love that. Well, actually, no, it wasn't, because I was missing, I'm speaking in third person almost, but I was missing the relationship that I needed to have with me, and it just, and also like, as I've had this conversation with Ben, not necessarily loving with your heart, but loving with other parts of your body. You know what I'm saying? So, because women, we give sex for love and men give love for sex, so it's kind of like in this vein of, I needed to I went 5 years without dating because I just was like, you know what? I need to clear this slate. Let me just start all over again. But those are all real lyrics. It's real. Like there's two stories
on Instagram. They fucking with you, Dakari. They saying what you saying is real. Go ahead, Dakari. The live is fucking with you on Instagram. Go ahead, Dakari.
I knew I wasn't the only one feeling every word. I'm like a weird.
Yeah, I'm reading everywhere on our Instagram, and they saying, yeah. I'm like, and it's fellas, it's dudes.
Okay.
So they believe they hearing you.
Well, it's funny because like I mentioned, like, a lot of people. All right, so you have women that are out here that want to. They think that it's fly to get flown out. I'm not trying to judge. I don't want to be I'm just, from my learning experience and what I've been through, they think it's fly to get flown out and they feel empowered because of it. But he really only wants one thing. So now he's leveraging his money to fly you out and take you out, but you're leveraging you're leveraging. I know I don't want to curse, but you're leveraging your shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just, that's not the way to do things.
Power
Dakari,
business.
Chucky Hollywood says 5 years without sex though, that's jail.
I'm weak.
He on the live watching. He said that's a bid. You did a bid.
But it was
the opposite.
Bid.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because I know the level of clarity that had to come to you. And I've been there. And it wasn't 5 years, but I definitely have done a bid myself. And that was with so much purpose and intent. And like you said, defining your own self-toxicities, even when it's just you allowing. And it's crazy because for me, I used to be like, I don't allow so much shit from anybody, right? Like that, people know me. They're like, Kiana doesn't play around. Mm-hmm. Why would I let these dudes play around with me and my feet? Like, what was happening? Where was that Kiana that doesn't play games? My kids always used to be like, oh no, mom, please don't go to the store. Please don't go intimidate people. And I'm like, I don't intimidate people.
Not when you're protecting yourself. It's actually peaceful. 5 years isn't that bad when you're protecting yourself.
That's right.
And being peaceful. Chucky Hollywood to answer it.
Right.
Did I have a few moments over those years? Of course I did. Where I was like, damn, it would be really nice,
right.
Just to have somebody to,
right. But when you know that you have a certain standard, it even becomes like, because anybody could open a phone and be like, all right, let me, hey, big head.
Look. I posted that.
2025. I'm not, ladies, before we continue on, how do you shoot your shot in 2025? It's still a hey, big head on the, if you return the call, if you return in the block you was on, how you return the block? I don't know the etiquette.
You know me.
What are you accepting? What text are you accepting?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, it's your birthday. Oh yeah, you.
Oh, me? Well, right now I'm not accepting any shots. Right?
Okay.
Real shit. Talk that talk.
I have a very special person that has surprised me. So there's no shots right now.
I love that for you.
Respectfully.
5 years and then I deserve it, right?
You do deserve it. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I feel like I had a way to kind of clear my plate, my palate, like, and start fresh, you know what I mean? And then honestly, it makes you go into the situation thinking like, when things come up, you recognize yourself like, whoa, this is me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm confronting me right now. And people think you got to be all healed with everything in order to have a healthy relationship going forward. That's not the way it works.
It could never work that way because no one's ever going to be perfect.
No, you'll always be single.
But if you're not on that healing journey, right? If I'm on that healing journey and you're not on that healing journey, and I think a lot of times that happens, and there's that just constant struggle because one person is healing and then the non-healer that hasn't even jumped into recognizing that they need that healing, they're just pulling from the healer. Right. And it becomes so mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually draining. Yeah. You have to be on that path. You have to have clarity about yourself. Right. You have to understand accountability to be able to say, woman or man, I was wrong on that.
I got the live jumping right now. I'm just reading. I'm clicking over 3 pages. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping up, ladies. My bad. We got people asking. He's like, how's that family? How's one always hit? I can't. You can re-ask that question. Let me go check that other live. You got Schmacky said you shouldn't be in a relationship until you're fully healed within oneself. I don't like to ask people. You know what I mean? I feel people of a certain age group could get to that point in their life where they understand that when you're younger, you're not worried about who's healed and what. You're just dropping that pain off everywhere you go.
I mean,
real shit. We still ain't even get into your record on your birthday, but we're about to drop her pain record off on y'all motherfuckers, and then we're gonna get into her new shit. But let birthday girl tell it.
Well, the thing is I guess it wasn't love. It was kind of like this collective mindset. You know what I mean? Like all the things that I had gone through and learned through, and it was a purging. It was a purging, where I even said at the end of the second verse that, you know what I mean? Like, basically we were both fools, two fools, You know what I'm saying? So it's not just him being the one that's leveraging that's a fool. It's me being the one being leveraged, and I'm accepting that. You know, we both trying to be in love, and this is not love.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there's beauty in that. There's so much beauty in that.
She's a poet. I mean, for real.
Well, the thing is, people don't want to be accountable for their actions, and I'm calling out women too. You know, we don't want to be completely accountable for the decisions that we make. You know, and the people that we choose. Oh, there's
How the hell you did that? How the hell you did that?
I don't even know.
Oh, yo, VPR, I'm loving the live today. Continue. I'm gonna sip on.
That's how real it is. Okay.
I'm a drink. She's a sorcerer.
But you know, it's just like people just don't want to be accountable, and I feel like in this day and age, there's far too many platforms that are for good and that are healing and for progression. We have that type of energy at our fingertips, and we need to lean more into that than the other side. You know what I mean?
Chucky Hollywood says, "Happy birthday, Dakari."
Thank you.
On the live watching on Instagram. I'm getting ready to bring up this video. We haven't even gotten into our music. See, this is why I love
we need
having her on.
We want to hear a piece of that song for sure, and then I want to discuss your EP, and we're going to tell everybody to go and get that. Okay?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
oh, Red.
All that we do out here, all that we aspire to be. Have you ever asked yourself, do you know what love is? Yeah. It was a sunny day in the park and we were headed towards the river. The energy of you hit me and the thought of love grew bigger. Believing in destiny like a set of two twin figures. But you was a karmic, you know, that type of nigga. I gave you my heart and all of my love. But I was just a crush that you had always wanted to fuck. A man child who I should've never gave my trust to. But now I can't lie, so what do you do? You had my knees shaking, had my heart racing.
Girl.
She's spitting.
Dropping bars, but a lot of these artists on the
it brought me back to my. I got you muted, the car. Hold on, I'll mute you. It brought me back to like the Chrisette Michelle, the Ash, and you was going off. You was dropping bars from your heart.
Yeah,
like you could feel it. I'm seeing it. You got me in my. I was like, ooh,
yes,
cooking up. Cooking up.
Yeah.
Please tell me where you're coming from. Kiana, she shied her head away. I'm like, is she not happy because she in love now? You know what I mean? So I'm like, she not happy about these lyrics. I was just like, you dropping bars. Don't stop this. Don't stop this one. I'm here for this, Dakari, too.
I honestly, when I put it together, because I'm not like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'm a writer. I'm an artist. You know, so it was just what I was feeling. It felt natural. It's kind of like being an artist. I just needed to move around and do something else with the medium, you know. And honestly, for me, lyrics are everything.
Yep.
Writer. So it just came together, and I kind of stepped outside my box to do that song because I'm a singer first and foremost, you know. So, but I'm glad that y'all was feeling it.
Is that you in the backtrack, doing the hums, or is that on the record already?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's so dope.
I mean, of
that
course,
is so dope. I was listening to
a
that.
little Lauryn Hill.
I was hoping. I was just like, I don't know if the producer did that.
Y'all better stick me as my hat right now. Y'all better stop.
You cooking up. Kiana, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that was such a powerful song. Y'all need to go, first of all, subscribe to her on YouTube, please. Go and check her out on Tidal. She's on Apple. Just get her music, download her LPs, her EPs. And we know that you're in a different headspace now, right? And I'm feeling the sexy, sultry coming from the Mercury rising. So I want to skip forward to where you are now because you just laid that out, last month, right? Or in mid-January?
Yep.
You want to be saved by you. DPR, she want to be saved.
Hold on.
By you heard it. First, let me get that going for you. Because apparently, let's get into it.
I can see you. Do you to see me do? Don't be ashamed. Will you let me love you? I'm ready to be saved. I can see your wings, and I can see your scars. I can see you, and how beautiful you are. Have you the slightest clue of who?
Ooh, this is giving such a sexy neo soul, romantic, loving, like slow wine.
I just hopped out the shower. I got
Right,
satin on. I got satin
girl.
on parts of me.
Come
know
over
what I mean?
here, baby.
The candle's lit.
At you, that slow love.
Yeah, the wood going off. You know what I'm saying?
That all night.
I might be in the Poconos, but you know what I mean. I might be in the Poconos right now.
Right?
Yeah, woo! And I might.
You said it, Kiana. That slow.
Okay.
Love.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I understand.
What's going on, Seti P? What's going on, Mally? What's going on, Bankline?
Yes, I did.
So many people tuned into the live. It is Dakari's birthday, 7-year anniversary of VPR. We are cheersing in the studio. We just played some of the dopest records ever. Some neo soul. It was something sexy. You can rewind the stream back later if you missed it. But
go follow her if you missed it. Go actually stream it. Run her numbers up.
Yes. Spotify. I'm everywhere. Tidal. I'm everywhere. You can find me everywhere.
Yeah. If you don't know what everywhere means, just put in her name. Google her. She'll come right.
Just Google Dakari Eli, and there I am. I got a big footprint.
So that's fire. You know what I mean? Most people can't say that.
I love blessings. Really, it's crazy.
It's a huge blessing, but you know what you're doing. Before we get out of here, I was thinking about this question earlier because, like I mentioned, you're so layered and you have these different components. I want to ask you 2 of the biggest lessons that you've learned in business so far, because we're always still learning, in being a musician and then in being in the publishing and media world. What 2 big keynotes did you take from those?
Well, when it comes to music, what I've learned creatively is to always keep myself inspired by learning. Like I'm gonna get a couple new pedals for my guitar. It's finding ways that you always remain inspired, and kind of, again, like me doing I Guess It Wasn't Love, stepping outside my box, you know what I mean? And really just kind of stripping myself down, you know what I'm saying? Energetically, where I'm letting all that gushy stuff come out, you know what I mean? So there's that, as well as, I always say this, not trying to be like anybody else. It's okay to be inspired by others, but you're still you. As far as urban and the bigger picture and that realm of the world, I would have to say that I used to get hung up on certain ideas that I had that I wanted to create. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to curate an issue, and this is what I see, this is what I visualize. And I used to get hung up on the vision. And if it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, I would feel away. I'm not gonna lie, I feel away. But I feel like in any creative facet, whether it's digital publication or with music, you got to just keep rolling with it. And sometimes you get something that's even better than what you thought, so not to just, I guess I say all that to say, to not just kind of like dig your heels in on one complete thought or idea, but allow the energy to move through you. And I think that says a lot about how you should move through life anyway. You know what I mean?
Oof. She took it home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just to follow back on the music, I want you guys to go check out her YouTube. She also has the podcast. She also has the magazine. It's a lot that she does. I have a lot of artists tuned in here on the live right now, and I know you guys are looking to connect. And they are very strict with what they're looking for. So your music, you can send it respectfully, you know what I mean, in an email, list it properly during work hours.
Please address us.
Yes, with all use your spell check.
Use your words.
Remember, they have a huge platform. They really do. Dakari has a huge platform and network.
Yes.
But to touch back on the live, Chucky Hollywood said this is that silk sheet music, 2,000 thread count to be exact.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He been tapping the whole interview, watching and talking and chatting with us. And,
I love it.
Right though.
Before we let you up out of here, I just wanted you to know that people are enjoying your music. I love both versions of Dakari. Honestly, I was sitting there trying to see which one I like more, and then after I heard what you said, I was like, I love both.
Oh yeah, I love all the pieces.
All the pieces, all the different.
It's levels, honey. Peel back the onion, right?
Yes, I am an onion. Absolutely.
I could drive and light one to that. You got bars going on. I'm like, yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say it like this. All right. I'm a all hail the queen. My birthday twin, Erykah Badu.
That's right.
She's my birthday twin. So I'm not trying to be no comparison, but I'm just saying there's some things in that vibration.
Oh yeah, you're there.
Layered. It's layered. You know, there's a lot going on. It's not just one thing.
That's right. Oh yeah. Oh, I get that.
But I also want to shout out one before we go.
Yeah.
Everybody stay tuned. I am going to have organic fruit dropping this year.
Yay.
It's gonna be a full length LP. It's gonna be a full project. Okay. And then after that, I'm dropping a chat book, a little poetry book with some photographs that's also by the same name, Organic Fruit, all coming to you 2025.
All right. I love that. And I love the names that you come up with and how you put
like
together.
Bro, you be making it seductive. If you have not been, you know what I mean?
Organic
she is very go check out her project. If you look at her covers of her project on the live, please go check out her music, go check out her platform. She's madly in love too. So make sure you send the email. Yeah, madly in love to the men. Madly in love. So you know, please approach her with respect. And I can't wait for all of our viewers to connect with you. I know they're in the live right now showing hella love. Kiana, do you have any closing words before we get up out of here? I don't want to hold up any more of Dakari's time.
Honestly, you know how we love to leave and ask our artists or our guests to, you know, leave those little profound keys. But I feel like she did that when she said what she learned. So if you guys missed that message, then, you know, run it back just a few minutes ago, because I was asking her what she learned. And those messages that she put out are not just about business, but like she said at the end, what you could actually use to how to carry yourself in life. So this has been another fantastic episode. Dakari, we love when you come. Next time you got to bring Ben. I thought he was going to pull up at the end of something, a cameo.
You know,
just do a pop in, but it's cool.
I got to tell you what he's doing right quick.
What is he doing?
He's going to get a new camera because we about to shoot a video.
Oh, okay.
Source on the check-in. Go check out Dakari, man. She has a huge platform. Urban, like it's crazy. Urban Magazine.
Being
the
original.
Bigger picture. Please go check it out. I know all y'all artists are doing big things in y'all city, and they have the platform to really take y'all to the next level. They vet their music very strictly. So when you send the email, when you tap in with them, trust me, you tell them you watch VPR and you're a fan of them, and go check out their content. You'll love what you see.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. I really love you both. You've been
more
supportive since why him even. Appreciate you. Here you go. Bloop.
Right back.
I'll check you. Oh, you did it again.
The
sorcery.
The sorceress over here got hers.
It's her birthday. It's our 7-year anniversary. Right. Thank you, Dakari. Go and enjoy the rest of your day. And man, we can't wait to see you on the next episode. Continue being great.
Yeah, too. All right. Stay blessed.
All right. We love you guys. We will see you next week. That was a fantastic episode. If you missed any, I'm sorry for you. You better run it back. All right. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Later.